Today we're talking about our pointed versus flexed frappes. Now, I've mentioned previously how there are different methods of ballet and they can each be practiced slightly differently. There's little nuances that we learn along the way. And today I want to cover just a little bit more detail in that in regards to our frappes. So when we are practicing our flexed frappe, as I mentioned in a previous video, it is based on our sur le coup de pied position. Now, sur le coup de pied can be wrapped, it can go to the front, and it can go to the back. So understanding that first is of importance. Whether we are flexed or pointed, we need to know where our sur le coup de pied positions are. From there, that is where we flex. So if I'm in the wrapped position, I would flex here. Another common practice is to have it actually so your toes are able to touch the ground. One just gets you closer to the ankle joint and actually sets you up closer to the ground. So when you go to brush it out, then you are able to either be closer or you have a little more oomph and a little more work to go. This is a nuance amongst just how you're training. And so again, that's where you go with whatever your instructor is asking for that exact placement. When we talk about the pointed position, again, that's based on your sur le coup de pied positioning. So you would be either wrapped or pointed, and it's in relation to that ankle joint that you are standing on. Now, some instructors prefer only to have their dancers practice with just the pointed frappes rather than ever doing flexed. This is because sometimes there's a hesitation in the dancer being able to relay when to be flexed versus when to be pointed, and we spend so much time in the dance studio, specifically ballet, working on how to have a pointed foot that for consistency's sake, an instructor may ask you to do your frappes pointed for everything. Another option is to practice them flexed, which is, again, a strengthening point. It strengthens your arch, your instep, your toes, and it's a great workout for your foot. But then, conversely, you need to be able to know when to be flexed and when to be pointed. Both are correct ways of training. They're just different ways of training. And so this is where, again, you go with whatever your instructor is asking of you, because they probably have a reason why they want to see it that way. I myself ask my dancers to be able to practice each way. So in our class, I will actually alter our combinations based on what we're going to be practicing later on in class, why I would want them to be in the pointed position for their frappes, why I would want them to be flexed. My younger dancers actually start learning with the flexed foot so that way we can gain strength in the mobility of our foot and working through our toes, and then we work on how to properly point that better. But I spend a lot of time getting my dancers strength trained and more flexible as is appropriate based on their age and their skill set and all those little nuances. There's a bit more to it that we discuss in class in regards to the Italian, Russian, and French methods of frappes and what those little nuances are between those as well. And so hopefully this helps iron out at least a little bit of those details for you and why you would be asked to do it in a certain fashion. I will see you tomorrow.